Hey guys, so good news and bad news. Good news is that I am going to play a game. Bad news is that for some unexplainable reason, my PlayStation controller won't work on my computer anymore. And I've spent the last hour trying to update drivers and install files, and it just doesn't want to work. So you guys are going to get to see some really terrible gameplay using a mouse and keyboard because I suck with mouse and keyboard. But I was so touched by the overwhelmingly positive reaction to the last video. I have students who I don't even have in class subscribe to my channel, so I don't know how that's happening, but I would have felt bad because people asked for a new video, and
Slayer.
it's gonna be rough, real rough. If I go neutral, I'd be okay with that. Alright, so I don't know the controls that well. Anyway, here we'll continue with what we talked about last time. Oh god. Which is homeostasis. Mentally, I am not in homeostasis right now because I am completely out of sorts, out of my element. I don't know how to... Alright, E to swap, there we go. Whew, we're learning. Anyways, oh, come on. Oh, this is embarrassing. This is really bad. Anyways, last time we talked a lot about, keeping a set body temperature, how that was an issue with thermal regulation, the constant panting, and how Spartans can kind of, how they are immediately breathing because they're running and they need to increase their oxygen intake. I don't know how to melee. Whoa, alright, we're doing stuff. Yeah, and it was just kind of talking a little bit about how it's a little unrealistic to expect certain things to happen the way that they are. But one thing that we didn't talk about was water regulation. Obviously, your body needs water for a multitude of reasons. Your cells require a lot of water. In their cytoplasm, which comprises a lot of the cell, it needs to be filled with water. You need water to help you sweat, which goes back to the thermoregulation and another thing we haven't talked about. And when you're breathing heavier, you actually, whether you realize or not, lose a measurable amount of water. If you hold your hand to your... Felt good. If you hold your hand to your mouth and you breathe in it, you should notice that your hand gets wet. And that is because when you exhale, not only are you releasing carbon dioxide, but you're also releasing H2O, water. And that means that if you're running and your heart's pumping more, you're breathing more, you're exhaling more, you're losing more water. Oh, he's going so bad. This hurts. This is bad. So you lose a lot of water that way. You lose water when you sweat, and when you go to the bathroom, you lose a lot of water, right? You need to get rid of waste, and you lose water that way. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't see these Spartans running around with, hydro flasks. One of my students brought up the idea that maybe they have, I didn't steal that kill at all, that was all. Maybe these Spartans have like camel packs in their suits of armor, which would make sense. I don't know if that's the case, but at least it would make sense in the context of how these Spartans replacing all the water they're losing through all these metabolic activities when they're running around performing all these wonderful feats of strength and heroics. Oh, come on. Oh god. I don't even know how to switch my Nope. This is embarrassing. You guys want gameplay? Didn't say it had to be good. So water regulation is another big issue. Your body needs water. It needs to replace the water that you're constantly losing. And these Spartans are definitely losing a lot of water. I'm assuming that they're probably sweating in their suits. They're definitely breathing a lot more. And because they're doing all these activities, they're constantly running, shooting, jumping, hitting. they're going to build up waste from all this metabolic activity. And that's another issue that we can't deal with to maintain homeostasis. Is there's no waste removal system that I'm aware of. Hit me. This is bad. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go out and buy an Xbox controller, a wired one, so I don't have to deal with this issue anymore. Where are you? I want
lost the lead. Tied the leader.
Yeah, so waste removal is a big issue. Obviously, these Spartans probably don't have that grenade. An efficient way to get rid of these waste products.
Lost the lead.
Oh, hey, that's not friendly. One thing that I could think of that may be an explanation for the lack of potential homeostasis is that maybe these Spartans have a blood system where it's like a machine where their blood is pumping through this filtration system, and the machine is filtering the blood, essentially doing the work of the body. But once again, that waste needs to go somewhere. So where is it going? There's only a limited amount of... Let's see. Yes. Alright, throw another grenade. Yep, just to finish the job. There we go. This is unfortunate. There's only a limited amount of space in the Spartan suits, so there could be a waste compartment. It's kind of cool because if you think about the Spartan suit as a big cell, that would be like kind of an organelle within the Spartan suit that deals with waste removal. So you look at the Spartan suit as kind of, that guy's having a worse day than me. Or maybe my teammate is. My teammate who missed the guy having the bad day is probably having the worst day. Because that, I don't know how he missed that. But yeah, if you kind of think of the Spartan suit as this organism itself, that kind of is a cool concept to... this guy, he's my buddy. Thank you, friend. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. And the other thing I want to talk about is, these feedback systems that help maintain homeostasis, they're in response to the external environment, right? You have your positive and negative feedback system. And most of the ones we're talking about is negative. It's about wanting to keep a set point. Your body temperature goes up, you need to cool down. It's a negative feedback system to go back to a set
5
point.
minutes.
Oh, no. Your water levels go down. You get thirsty to drink more water. I don't know off the top of my head what a good example of a positive feedback system would be in the case of Spartan homeostasis, honestly. I'm sure there are plenty. There we go. Oh, that was sad for everybody involved. I don't know how to throw a grenade. How do I throw a grenade? Is it G? Oh, it is, but I want to switch. No, I hit him right on the head. It would have been a stick. Yeah. But anyway, these are all responses to changing factors, right? Let's just grab this. It's gonna be fun. Oh no, it's not fun. This game's gonna be over soon. But the issue when you're in this suit of armor like this is that you're kind of cut off from your outside environment. So the Spartan suit itself has to act as an extension of your body in interacting with the environment to give these inputs to your body. So I'm assuming that this is hooked into your nervous system somehow and feeding all this information to your body.
Game over.
Yeah, that was bad. It was really bad. Let's see the damage. Or the lack thereof. Yeah, we don't need to see that. What did I do? Where am I? -6 KDA. Yeah, bad. I'm not used to using a mouse and keyboard. But the thing I wanted to leave you guys with was this idea that these are super soldiers, right? Performing all these crazy feats that normal humans could not do. So does that mean that there's this kind of idea of a super homeostasis where this Spartan suit is acting as the interface for the environment, relaying all this information, and then acting as a buffer to get the Spartan body ready to do all these amazing things? Does it have all these glucose reserves that it's going to surge directly into the body for quick ATP production? Is it doing the jobs of the organs? Are the Spartans more than just humans? I don't know. But we did get to talk about the fact that water regulation is going to be an issue. Energy demands. You're not going to be able to have that ATP. And you're not going to be able to get rid of the waste products unless there's some systems involved, very intricate systems built into the suit of armor. So the thing I learned today was that having a PlayStation 4 controller that doesn't work is super frustrating. So I'm going to go to the mall and probably buy an Xbox controller. So hopefully that's not an issue. But let me know what you guys think about this idea of this maybe super homeostasis. Do you think that that's what's going on here, that this Spartan suit is just acting as such a good buffer, it's creating all these systems that help maintain homeostasis, or do you think that it's unrealistic and there's more issues that are brought to the light than are solved? Let me know what you think in the comments. Post some questions. Give me ideas for my next video. Once again, thanks for those who are watching. I did not expect people to actually care about this as much as they do. So, yeah, that'll be it. Thanks.